Welcome to the Entrepreneurial CPA show, where we take a deep dive into knowledge needed to break through the box and become the world-changing entrepreneur you want to be. To reconceptualize your reality, it takes a mix of the practical and the theoretical. You need both sides. We like to say a little yin, a little yang. That's why we're here. I'm Garrett. I'm joined by my host with the most, Dr. Sean, your Entrepreneurial CPA show hosts. So let's have some fun today. Let's learn something. Today, we're going to talk about something different. We're going to talk about this big question out there now. Is Excel on the way out in terms of the top skills you need to be an advisor to your client or to be in the finance industry? And with that, I'll turn it over to Dr. Sean.
Awesome introduction, Garrett. And really, sort of the whole conversation around whether Microsoft Excel is is on its way out, or even if having a good knowledge base of that to enter our field and to really help our clients is a hot topic. And I do think there is some truth to both angles, right? Because on one hand, I know that having a good working knowledge of Excel is almost like a baseline, right? Like an entry level requirement for almost every company, right? Whether it's in industry or in public practice, right? I mean, you have to know how to use it. So on one hand, having that knowledge by itself won't help you pop out or add extra value, but it does underpin and drive quite a bit of the work that all of us are still doing. Now, on top of that, and Garrett, I'll toss it back to you, but sort of building on that baseline of Excel knowledge, there are a whole bunch of options, tools, and programs out there that really all of us have to learn and also learn how to use with Excel to help us and our clients.
Yeah, I mean, that's the changing world we live in. And you definitely hit on the head there. In the past, Excel was like the skill you had to have. It was the skill that CFOs want you to have. And now, just like you said, it's now an expectation. So it's not like it's gone away, but it went from like the must-have to now it's just at the bottom list of it's expected. Because now there's all these tools that are on top of it that allow us to do way more than before. And we can go for hours talking about them. One of the great ones I like, it's called Futrli, Futrli. And it's a web platform that it pulls in the financial data, and then you can build macros and formulas inside that then project on custom dashboards you can create. So it's kind of taken that Excel back end of the spreadsheets and built some really high-end macros and data analytics around it and a pretty user interface for your clients. So having that Excel skill is still needed on the bottom to build those formulas, to work with the data, the charts, the graphs, but doing it all by hand is going by the wayside. We talk about that a lot. Machine learning, AI, what does it do? It takes Excel from the must-have to just a necessary skill, and now it's what do we do with that? How do we leverage that knowledge to be more successful?
Yeah, no, and excellent point, Garrett. And honestly, the whole conversation around automation and Excel are actually the exact same conversation, right? As more and more of these baseline activities, processes, and even the information involved in these baseline processes are more and more automated, it's up to us to, one, learn how to then make better choices based on that information, and then two, really be able to use the new tools, applications, and platforms in order to build on that baseline data and to help our clients and ourselves sort of get a better idea of the information and the trends going forward.
Yeah, that's what you said, the information, the trends going forward. I remember when I started out on the practical side, a lot of our clients on the outsource side, we do monthly compilation reports. So we pull together, balance sheet, income statement, cash flow. And the challenge was, how do we do that as efficiently as possible? Because the client only pays so much. And we bind up this really fancy copy. We mail it out to the client. And they wouldn't really use that because by the time we got that all done, it was so far past, it wasn't useful. And now we switched to we can do real-time dashboards, analytics, KPIs, built on Excel in a fraction of the time, just like that. And how do we leverage that with our clients? How do we have conversations about what do they mean? And how does the client use those numbers to grow their business? that's the change. Excel's still relevant, it's still needed, but it's no longer this top of the tier. It's that expectation, and how do we add value on top of it? So that's the highlight for today. Add value to what you're doing. So with that, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I hope you gained a better understanding of the skills required to be entrepreneurial and leverage more than just Excel. Leverage those tools that allow you to be advisors to your client. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to Dr. Sean or myself, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever it is. We're happy to help. Send them along. You got questions on the software to do it even, we're happy to set something up, help you see some of the options out there to make the right choice. For those of you who want to keep the learning going, check out our entrepreneurial groups. It's a great place to help push yourself forward to be more successful. Details are available on our website. And for those of you watching on YouTube, please click to subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, we encourage you to take action today to change the world and invest in yourself.